If you've been in Waco a while, you're certainly familiar with our next guest.
Yeah, we're joined by legendary radio host Zack Owen. He co-hosted the Zack and Jim show for over 30 years on Waco 100 and has now made the transition to podcasting.
His live show, it's a live show, the Zack Owen Show, streams live every weekday from the Backyard Bar, Stage and Grill. And we have you back again. Thanks for returning for us. We're so glad you're here.
I gotta say, I love you too. That's the best introduction I've ever had.
Really?
Yes,
You
I
can
love
thank our
you.
producers.
Yes.
I love you
love
guys.
you too, but
and I just wanted to mention that I passed down the hall and saw the blow-up life-size statue of Gordon Collier.
Yeah.
And I just want to say it's amazing how your father still continues to do TV at his age.
My grandfather.
Oh, grandfather.
No, that's not true. We are so close in age you would never believe it.
Oh
We
my
are
gosh.
very close in age.
No, I love Gordon. In fact, Gordon I think holds the record on my new show. He's been as an entertainer twice and as a guest once.
Amazing.
He's a
Brady's
special guy.
been on before.
Yeah.
The only weatherman I've had on the show. And funny thing is, that show was 50-50 wrong.
Oh,
I
wow.
can hear Brady cackling.
He's cackling over there in the back. That's a good one. Yeah, you're so clever. We love that. It's no surprise you've been doing this as long as you have, and great to see you in this new forum as well. And we just have to ask, we checked in with you since you first went live. It was early in the beginning of the days. You've had 165 shows since then.
Yeah.
And good response. How has the experience been for you over the time you've been doing this?
Well, for years and years in radio, Jim and I were always told, y'all have a face for radio. And now I have to, shave and like you guys look y'all look decent. I have to look halfway decent and, get up and be on. It's a whole new thing. For 47 years, behind the mic, staring at somebody or by myself. And now to know that so many people are watching you at that time, and it's totally different. And the whole YouTube thing, I'm older guy, and I know TV and I know radio, and this whole YouTube and podcasting, it just amazes me.
Yeah, it really is different. When I think about how I'm tracking something when the camera's not on,
Yeah.
you're doing different weird things that you do with your body, and now you've got to focus on how you look.
Yeah.
It's a whole new thing.
And I tell people that, in the old days in radio, you come on and you say something, it's and then it's gone forever. Now, you can go back and watch this podcast tonight, tomorrow. Like I said, 165 shows today, watch it next week, a year from now. And then, not only can you do that, but it flips into a audio podcast, catch it on Spotify, on Apple, and just listen to it in your car. So the whole thing just blows my mind how the technology is today.
You've moved from a Texas Music Cafe over to the Backyard. How's that been going for you, that new switch?
Well, we found out that Gordon was running a illegal Alice Cooper T-shirt printing shop upstairs, and Parnell was going to raid it, so we thought we better move. No, we stayed there a couple of months, and the Backyard approached us and said, come on over here, and it turned out to be a perfect fit. We love it. 165 shows. We have a different musician every day, and that's a crazy thing that blows me away, is that I thought when I started I'd have trouble getting guests and getting musicians to be on, every day a different musician. It's been unbelievable. We have so many talented musicians in Central Texas, but what's crazy is I'm having people from Tulsa, Oklahoma, Abilene, San Antonio, Austin calling me and saying, I want to be on your show, and that makes you feel good.
Yeah.
That says a lot about our community and your career, honestly. So congratulations on that. We talked a little bit about the video aspect, but anything else that's been an adjustment for you between radio and podcasting?
Just like you guys, and you've got your cameras set up, and I'm very fortunate to have a great director, producer guy. Kevin is there for me, and he tells me what to do and where to go. And then I've got a great young lady named Lizzie B that does all the country news. Scotty helps me on sports. So I've got a big team, and I've never had a team of people to help me. It's taken a while to get used to.
I know that, you mentioned two guests on each show, the musician and then an interview. What's it been like to bring, you mentioned out-of-town guests, but also that local talent to the forefront and talk to folks and see what they're all about?
That's the whole thing. When they approached me and said, come on over and do this, I said, I hate to say this, radio has taken a turn. to be more national, and the music is programmed in another state and the whole 9 yards. I want to make it local. I want this to be local. I want to interview people like Brady and Gordon and you guys and the mayor. Today, this week was high school football coaches all week. Next week, college football coaches. So I want to make it local, something that's interesting, like your show. You want things that are, I heard you talking about that, and if I fall over, it's because I ain't that half gallon of Millennium Bluebell ice cream before I got here. Whew. But yeah, I want it to be local, and the musicians, we have so many musicians that after the show, because we scroll their info across the bottom the whole time they perform, get phone calls from whether it's the Blue Pup or Lounge 93 or Encore or the Will that says, hey, we want to book you. And that makes me feel good.
Yeah, you're helping people out through your show, and it's got to be rewarding in the process too.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, so we have noticed that with the musicians, they don't just play their songs, they get a chance to kind of break it down, their whole process and their background and how they came to that point where they're performing.
Yeah, I love to hear the stories. I would love to be a songwriter. I can't, right? But I love to hear the stories about how a guy, the other day I had a guy that's a truck driver, and he said, I kept a piece of paper up on the visor, and I would see something or think of something, and I'd make a note, and then I'd go home and write a song about it. Or maybe like today, the young guy's name is Booger Boyles, and Booger would say, hey man, what's your inspiration about that song? I really didn't, it just hit me, and I wrote it in a few minutes. Those stories amaze me. I love to hear beyond just them singing.
I'm never forgetting the name Booger Boyles as long as I live. That sticks in your head for sure, in more ways than one. Listen, the show is live Monday through Friday at 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. How can folks watch if they haven't gotten to see it yet?
Go to YouTube, search Zack Owen Show, and you can go back and see past episodes or catch us live each morning, and then go back later and you just want to listen to it as a podcast on Spotify, Apple, and things like that.
We love our pod people, including Zack Owen, the Zack Owen Show. There's all the information on your screen with the QR code. Anything else you'd like to add before we go? Any goals as you're moving forward, or?
You know, we just want to keep the show going there at the Backyard Bar, Stage, and Grill, and have a good time. Want to remind everybody, we still, in honor of Jim, we still do the Zack and Jim Travel Club, and we got a big trip coming up in May, Turks and Caicos.
Oh.
That is going to be a one to go to, one to attend. Don't miss that one
Yeah.
for sure. I also just really want to mention quickly, for anybody who's new to Central Texas, listening to your show is a great way to get to know the area. Why do you think that is? Why do you want to make sure that that's conveyed, that is so hyper-local, that people get to kind of get a taste of the flavor of the area because of your show?
Waco is a great place. I was born and raised in Fort Worth. I worked here in the early 80s, left, came back. I've been back 33 years next month. And I just love Waco. It's a great place. When I used to be in management and I would have to hire someone, I would use great tools like, gosh, we're 90 miles from Austin, Dallas, Fort Worth. We have a full-size recreational lake in our city limits. The people are great. And especially in the last 20 years, especially, we have just boomed. And I love Waco, and I just want to expose it to everybody.
Thank you, sir. We're so glad you're back
good to
here.
see
It's always a
you.
pleasure having you here. You crack us up, so we're glad to see you. Thank you, sir.
I hope the ice cream doesn't come up. I'm sorry.
You're going to make it. You're going to make it. We know it.
The Zack Owen Show airs live every week. He loves this picture so much, don't you, Zack?
It is a great picture.
From 8 a.m. to 10 a.m., scan the QR code on your screen for more info or watch some past episodes. We'll be right back.
He doesn't like the picture.
You want to know